I have been telling people for years, not years, but a year since I saw him live, that Paolo Banchero is not a real human being. He's not a real human. He is like if you took a perfectly proportioned human and you put him in the Honey, I Enlarged the Kids machine. You remember when they did that? It's like that. It's like Paolo got into that, and now he's 6'10", 250, perfectly proportioned. He's not a real person. It's like if you saw a grizzly bear on a Disney Channel documentary. You see that, and then you run into one in the wild, and you're like, oh my God, this thing is 800 pounds. This thing is 9 feet tall. He's a monster, right? I texted my friend this when I saw him live. I said, I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. He's bigger than LeBron James. That's what I always say. Imagine LeBron James. Paolo is bigger than him. So I texted my friend. I found the text. I said, he's massive. He's strong. He's got ball skills and touch around the rim. I am very high on Banchero right now. I am pretty convinced Coach K is not using him right. Turns out I was right. But Rui Hachimura got a glimpse up close this weekend of Paolo Banchero. And it turns out he feels exactly how I feel about him. This is exactly... Rui Hachimura is me. Only Rui Hachimura, keep in mind, is 6'8", 230 pounds. He's not a small kid. He's grown. He's a big boy. After guarding Paolo all night when Orlando played the LA Lakers on Sunday, Paolo put up 21 on his head. This is what Rui said, which I found to be hilarious. He said, I don't think he's 19 years old. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think he's 19, though. That's another story for another day about how Urian Ilyasova has been hiding his age and has a whole new name, which we'll talk about at another time, where he's like 3 years older than he told the NBA. But keep in mind, Rui Hachimura plays with LeBron James on a day-to-day basis, scrimmaging with him. And he's like, no, this Paolo guy, he's not real. He's not 19. He's not a real person. There's no chance. This is how big you have to be when you stun other big players. This is like the NBA version of Wandy Rodriguez, that 13-year veteran pitcher who actually signed as Enny Cabrera, a fake person. Wandy claimed was 2 years younger than he actually was. He's a 17-year-old throwing 90 miles an hour like as a phenom, but he's 21. It's actually not really that impressive. That's Paolo. Paolo's probably 25, 26 years old. If Paolo was 28, would that surprise anyone? Like, and his name is so fake too. Like, his name is Paolo Banchero. He's from Seattle. Do you know what I'm saying? He's from Seattle, and his name is Paolo Banchero. He's 28. I don't even care how old he is. I don't care if he's lying about his age. He is a baller. He is so fun. In all seriousness, you got to watch him play. You got to see him in person. I watched him at MSG. I told my friend, you got to see him live. I don't even care it's the Orlando Magic. We got to get as close to the floor as possible because you're not going to believe it. Next to Wendell Carter and Bol Bol, he looks like a man next to Bol. Bol Bol's 7'2". Do yourself a favor. Go see Paolo Banchero. There's nothing more to the story other than the fact that, yes, Paolo Banchero is very big and probably not actually 19.